Hey guys, just thought we would take a look at the new inventory and equip stuff in action. So I'm just going to press play. Got a little simple inventory set up here and an equip screen above it. There's a whole bunch of options for how it actually works in terms of interacting with it. So the UI inventory, you can turn mouse on or off. There's options for allowing you to drag items or not allow drag items. You can turn off select on pointer hover, which means you need to click an item to select it and then click it again to use it. Similarly for keyboard, you can use keyboard, and then there's options for which buttons actually perform the two actions. So let's pick up a couple of things. So I've just got my coins going to the inventory just for the sake of testing. So we'll start with the mouse. Drag items around. I can drag them to equip them. You'll notice our little character down here equips the item. I can drag to swap, and now he equips the other item. I don't have anything to eat, but if there was something to eat or consume or use, I could click on that and that would use it. Actually, I think I set the coins up to be used. So when you click it, I've got an option here that says close the inventory when an item is used. And I used a coin, which just makes it disappear in this case. But if that was health or something like that, that would add health. I'll switch to arrow keys. So when you're using arrow keys, there's two buttons. One is to use stuff, and then there's another button to select an item. So you can still move everything around with keyboard or joypad or whatever it may be. Still switch items there. Similarly, if I use the item, that'll still switch it as well. I can move it around. I can unequip by using it. If I try and put an item on the wrong slot, so I've got a sword selected, I can switch it with another item, but I can't put it into the shield slot. If I put it into the sword slot and try and switch it with something that isn't a sword, like a coin, it won't let me switch it, but I can switch it with the sword. This is all saving and loading, so if I use my key, go to another level, this is a different level, different scene, still got the same inventory setup. Changes I make here will be saved and then loaded when we enter into the new scene. One thing I haven't quite finished is dropping, so I'm going to add the ability to drop anything from your inventory and actually have it saved its position to the scene as long as you've got those options configured. So you can pick up a sword and throw it somewhere else and create a stockpile, all that sort of stuff automatically. On the editor side, a couple of little things I suppose. Here's a quick little view of your inventory just for use when editing. There's an option to have no gaps in your inventory, so it will automatically collapse it. Another thing worth looking at, we collect enough coins such that our stack filled up to 10, and then the new items went to a new coin. Now I've got these set up as consumable, so if I hit that, now I've got 9 and 2, but we can also combine stacks, so I can drop those in there. And we've got the stack size set to 10, so that's full. And the 1 coin remains over here. That'll of course work if I consume a few more coins. I can then still drop them in. Now we've got an inventory of size 9. A coin stack of size 9. And of course, you probably remember that that's all controlled through the item data. So we've got an item max of 9999, but a stack max of 10. So yes, that's coming along pretty well. The inventory doesn't have to be shown on the pause menu. You could have it always visible. A couple of other features I want to add is the ability to assign hotkeys, so effectively the inventory can act like an action bar. The dropping that I mentioned before, as well as creating some more complex examples. I've got some sprites for putting on different armor and putting on different weapons and actually animating them as well. Thanks for watching.